So you want to become a millionaire. You watch all these YouTube videos, your social medias are filled with motivational content, and yet at the end of the day, you still make little to no money. Now listen, in this video, I'm going to be telling you 7 tips that help me make millions of dollars by the age of 21. And I'm not going to be giving you any BS like save all your money and put it in a Roth IRA or in the S&P 500. And I'm definitely not going to be telling you to go out there and use a couple coupon codes while you're online. None of that BS. I'm actually going to be giving you 7 tips that you could implement to your day-to-day lives starting today. Now, the first tip that I have is to be absolutely delusional. Now, for myself, one of the reasons why I've been able to amount to such big success is because I never let anybody put a limit on my dreams. I was always extremely delusional in the eyes of other people, but at the end of the day, once I accomplished everything that I have, and don't get me wrong, I still have a long way to go. But once I've done what I've done to date, everybody started to ask me, hey, how can I be a part of this? How can I learn? So it's okay if you're misunderstood and get called delusional, but you can't allow anybody to place any factors of limitations on what your mind can do. You have to be so delusional to the point where you can see yourself in the future. And once you see yourself in the future, and I don't just mean, oh, I'm rich. No, you should be able to see what type of watch you're wearing, what house you're in, what car you're driving, what you actually dress like. And then find the actions that you're taking on a day-to-day basis and reverse engineer it to become that version of yourself in a quick amount of time. Now, before I got my watch, before I had the Mercedes with the stars, before I had this lifestyle, I always envisioned it. I told my friends when I was 18 years old, hey, I'm gonna be living in Miami, in Egypt, and doing all this stuff. I told my friends when I was 18 years old, I'm gonna have a Mercedes Benz with stars in it. And I told them I want a Rolex presidential dating. And now I'm 21 years old, and I have these things. That doesn't mean that I get comfortable there. No, now I'm already looking at myself in the future again, seeing myself driving a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, seeing myself with a skeleton AP, and I'm already envisioning myself getting to that life, and I'm reverse engineering the habits that that version of myself does so I can get there in the shortest amount of time. Remember, you're looking to be a part of the 1%. And I can guarantee you that the person who's calling you delusional is most likely clocking into a 9-to-5, not doing anything actually productive with their life. Now, the next tip that I have is look at solutions and not the problem. Now, every single time people start to have some sort of setback in their life, they start thinking, man, why is this happening to me? Man, my life sucks. But for me, I'm always excited when I encounter some sort of setback because the only mentality that I have during these times is minor setback, major comeback. Every single time I lose or anything like that, I'm able to turn it into a learning experience. And this learning experience allows me to propel much further than the level I was at before the setback happened. One thing I need all of you guys to do is to document your journey. For as far back as I can remember, I have photos of me doing every single side hustle and every entrepreneurial act I've ever tried. This to me always pushes me forward because I can go back at any given day, scroll through my camera roll to 3 years ago, 6 months ago, or whatever it may be, and see the level I was at. And this really allows me to appreciate what I've done in that amount of time. And it also makes me really look forward to what I can accomplish in that same amount of time, but going forward. Because when I see myself go from $67 to 1 million in 3 years, I'm thinking, man, in the next 3 years, what can I turn this 1 million into? Now, my 4th tip for you guys is to be very selective with your friends. Now, your circle has to be your ride or dies. These people have to be the type of people where you can leave $1 million on a table in a room, leave for 24 hours, come back, and that $1 million is still there untouched. For example, my best friend, I know that if I were to make $1 or $10 million this year, nothing is gonna change between us because he is actually there for who I am and not there for what level of success I'm at. And that allows me to feel more comfortable and strive to become a better person because my surroundings are always very clean. Remember guys, loose lips sink ships. And this might mean that you need to cut off 99% of the people that you know. But that 1% who are really true to you and beneficial to your life are gonna serve more purpose than that 99% ever could. My 5th tip for you guys is to have a purpose. Without purpose, anything you do will never surpass the mediocre level. Purpose is what allows us to show up every single day, no matter how bad we feel, and make sure that we get the job done at the best level we possibly can. Like for me, my purpose is to build something bigger than myself. Because I remember growing up in Egypt and seeing kids as little as 7 years old working in the streets just so they can help their families put some food on the table without me being able to help them always made me feel like I'm dying inside. I always knew that my purpose was going to be to serve other people and help other people generate success. Now listen, it's cool for me to make hundreds of thousands a month, but what's really valuable to me is creating these opportunities for other people out there. Now, don't get me wrong, I can literally disappear off the face of the earth today and have enough money to never work again or never need to make a public appearance again. But I'm still out there every single day trying to create opportunities for other people because inside of me, I know that is my purpose. Now, my second to last tip for you guys is invest in your knowledge. Investing in your knowledge is literally a cheat code to becoming a more powerful person. And there's gonna be a point in life where everyone you know has money and they're no longer impressed by what watch you have or what dollar figure you have in the bank. They're going to be impressed by how you carry yourself and what knowledge you actually have. Because when somebody's looking to build a 9-figure business, they're not looking for you to have $10 million in your bank. They're looking for the most useful, most knowledgeable people. Now, I'm not saying to become knowledgeable, you have to go to college and pursue a degree and all that BS. But what I'm saying is while you are young, make sure you actually take your money and invest in books and courses and learn how actual financial systems work instead of just listening to the trap that the government wants you to believe in. And the last but most important tip that I have for you guys is to develop a high income skill. A high income skill is something that will allow you to make mass amounts of money with minimal amounts of effort. This way, you're not relying on clocking in from a 9 to 5, working a certain hourly wage, and falling into the trap that the system has set us up to live in. Now, you guys can simply go to Google and look up what are the best high income skills. And I promise you that you'll find things like Amazon FBA, crypto, drop shipping, social media marketing agencies, and so many more things. Now, if you guys haven't already seen, I've done a My Story video on my YouTube channel where I talked about every single hustle that I've done since I was 13 years old to get to where I am today. And for me, my high income skill came from trading. Trading completely changed my life from having $67 in the bank to having over $1 million. I've been able to generate a skill set that allows me to go wherever I am, as long as I have my phone and an internet connection, and be able to generate tens of thousands of dollars by simply looking at charts for 5 to 10 minutes a day. Now, if this is something that interests you, I'm gonna link a private video in the description that has helped me and over 2,000 of my students completely change their lives just through trading. So ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and understand that this is not going to happen overnight. This is going to take mass amounts of time and mass amounts of effort to see mass amounts of success. And as always, guys, I'm rooting for you. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you next time.